Sadly, we've all seen that there is such a pressure on young Hollywood starlets. They feel such pressure to be beautiful and thin. We've all seen pictures of Nicole Richie and actress Lindsay Lohan looking dangerously thin. And now meet
what is Mom doing?
Scarlett Pomers, an up-and-coming actress who grew up in front of a TV audience playing Kira Hart in the WB series Reba, which stars country music phenom Reba McEntire. But she recently faced her biggest challenge when anorexia affected her life. Scarlett Pomers, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You're just 17 years old now, and you're an aspiring musician, and you also had this part in a major TV program. And you were just 16 when this great, seemingly beginning, but a great life you were having, suddenly took a turn. What caused that to happen for you?
Around that time in my life, I was working on my album, and I'm still working on it now, and I was on Reba, but around that time, a lot of things were feeling out of control in my life, and a big part of anorexia, I think, is control over, obviously, the food and the weight, but it's when other things in your life just seem like completely chaotic. It's you know, weight loss and what you do with food is something that produces certain results, and you know that it'll happen. So
you feel you can control your life through food. I know that we should mention that anorexia affects millions of people across this country, and 90% of them are adolescent and young women,
yeah.
like you are, and that it can kill people. It has killed people, anorexia.
Definitely.
So it doesn't mean that it doesn't just affect people who are under the pressure, in the pressure cooker in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that being in that cooker influenced your decision to go down that road?
You know, I'm lucky because I've never been on an actual job or anything like that where producers or executives have said to me, you need to lose weight. But I think that we're all kind of bombarded by the media that excuse me, that everything in your life will be perfect, everything will be good, and you'll be happy, and everything will be just fine if you're thin or you're beautiful. So I think that, yeah, I think definitely the media plays a big part of it for everybody, not just actresses.
So many young people feeling that if you are thin, you are beautiful, and if you're not thin, you are not beautiful. And that's such a, we older people need to really be more responsible about this message we're sending our kids. You got down to 73 pounds. 73 pounds. I know you don't want to talk about it because it's tough to think about, but at what point, you know, the change for you happened when your mom stepped in, and she basically said, you've got to admit this and talk about it and get well. Did she do the right thing?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't know where I would be right now if somebody hadn't stepped in and basically forced me into treatment. And it really had to happen that way. I mean, otherwise I don't think it can stop. And I think that, you know, people with eating disorders, they go farther and farther, and maybe they say to themselves, well, I'll get to this weight and everything will be happy, everything will be perfect. And then they get to that weight and they're still not happy, so they say, well, maybe if I get here, then I will. And you kind of, through the process of, you know, losing weight and your life kind of getting more and more chaotic, you think to yourself, well, I can stop anytime I want to. I can get to this point and then I'll be done, but it really, it never solves the real problems that you have, so you just keep going with it.
I think that's a very important message to any young person, and I'm sure there are some out there listening who may feel that the same kind of pressure, and to their parents, but also, you know, you are actually using this now for some good. You're hoping to start a foundation through your music to kind of send out this message, and you just recently got back to the Reba program for its 100th episode celebration.
Yeah.
And so you got to see all your old buds, and so things are looking up, and you feel you're on the right path now?
Definitely. I mean, it's, you know, an eating disorder is a long-term battle, definitely, and I'm still fighting it, and I think I will fight it for a long time, but I really believe that somebody can fully recover from it, and it definitely is a big part of my recovery from the illness to try and reach out and help other girls, and I know I have because I've gotten a lot of great letters and responses from people.
Which is why you're speaking to us this morning. Thanks so much.
And
good luck to you. Be well, be happy.
Thank you. You too.
Take care of yourself. And if you'd like to see more of Scarlett's story, you can tune into tonight's Access Hollywood. You should check your local listings for that. Coming up next.